Ladies and gentlemen, here to present the 2015 Seeing Business Differently Awards is CSI's President and Chief Operating Officer, Stan Eckenberg.
Good morning. How's everybody doing? Thank you for being here in the Music City, or as we like to call it, Nash Vegas. Are you having fun in Nashville? Well, judging by that response, I think we're off to a good start. And it is just really getting underway. So I'm excited about the full day of activities ahead of us. You know, our goal for this conference, and Steve talked a little bit about it, it's pretty simple each year. It's connect you with ideas and strategies that you can take back to your businesses and put to use. We've always had access to industry experts and the latest solutions, and breakout sessions would give you new ideas and opportunities for networking. And for the past 3 years, we have been awarding our Seeing Business Differently Awards. These awards shine the spotlight on those CSI customers doing impressive work in our industry. The idea behind the award is pretty straightforward. We take nominations, they're submitted to us, telling us how customers are approaching business differently. From there, a special committee of CSI employees from across the organization, who probably would like to remain anonymous, review the nominations and make the selections. This year we had a lot of high caliber nominations, but there were 3 institutions that stood out for their efforts in building an omni-channel experience and using technology efficiently in their organization and implementing an enterprise risk management strategy like Steve talked about a few moments ago. I'm very excited to share these 3 stories with you, and I'd like to begin with our first recipient, which is one of our newest customers, and one that's just launched their virtual branch. At this time, I'd like to invite Vicki Han from Citizens National Bank in Sheboygan, Michigan, to join me on the stage. Vicki? Citizens National Bank's been focused on staying technologically relevant and for the convenience of their customers and to stay competitive in their marketplace. Following that mindset, they developed their very own virtual branch. The virtual branch directs customers to open new accounts online, download the bank's mobile app, and points them towards their internet banking site as well. Hi, Vicki. Good morning.
Good morning.
We've talked on the phone. It's nice to meet you.
This is Adam. He's our IT person.
Hi, Adam.
He was very involved in the process also.
Well, thank you very much for being here. Vicki and Adam, ladies and gentlemen. You see, Citizens' vision for the virtual branch was that it actually feel like a bank, not just another web page with push buttons. And to give it the visual appeal of a real branch, they actually had an artist rendering of their South branch done. That gives the customer, both their current and new customers, a sense of recognition and familiarity, while also providing the latest technological features. Speaking of new customers, Citizens recognizes that the younger generation is quick to adapt and utilize technology. All right, show of hands. How many people here have a preschooler with an iPad at home? Yeah, my grandson's got one, he's 4. So Citizens, they have in their main lobby a small table with coloring books and crayons for the kids to play with. So they thought, well, we're going to have a virtual branch. We'll put in a smart branch, a kid's corner in their virtual branch as well. This was a perfect place to introduce the Bankers Junior app, which is a great tool for teaching children financial literacy between the ages of 2 and 12 and featuring games and other activities for them to play. So what's the outcome? Within the first couple of months of launching the virtual branch, Citizens National has received installment loan applications, opened many new accounts, and they've also had a lot of new deposits. The branch continues to grow in popularity. It draws more and more traffic each day, and pretty impressive if you ask me. When we consider all the ways which our industry is changing, customers like Citizens National Bank are leading the way for us. The virtual branch is a great example of how you guys are seeing business differently. Vicki, congratulations. Adam, congratulations to you and your teams for launching such an innovative idea for both your customers and your community. Congratulations. Stay like it. Thank you. These guys are going to get a picture of us down here. Vicki, here, you hold that. Thank you, Mike. Thank you all very much. We got these ushers because we can't afford insurance for this kind of stuff. So we all know that deploying customer-facing initiatives, such as the virtual branch at Citizens, is critical to our growth. But what about the technology initiatives that customers may never see, but they get a lot of benefit out of that as well? Obviously, these types of strategic endeavors are critical too. That's why our next recipient is being awarded as a Seeing Business Differently Award. At this time, would Megan Harmon from the Eastern Colorado Bank join me on stage, please? While Megan's making her way up, I hope, I'll tell you a little something about Eastern Colorado Bank. They were facing the replacement of some older networking equipment in their in-house maintained IT environment. At the same time, they were planning for future growth, and they wanted a configuration that afforded more flexibility so they could respond quicker to the demands of their business. And their current system wasn't as reliable as needed, impacting productivity and their ability to serve their customers. Morning, Megan. Nice to see you. As the bank searched for solutions to this strategic problem, they turned to CSI and the Managed Services Group. We were able to work with Eastern Colorado to design a configuration that eliminated any single points of failure, which provided greater resiliency and therefore improved productivity. At the same time, we showed them how the entire configuration could be housed in a CSI data center, relieving them of the burden of having to manage the system and deal with the many issues of cybersecurity that Steve talked about. Eastern Colorado Bank chose to proceed with this plan. And today they have a healthier IT environment without any bank management having to spend time talking about such topics as routers and switches and servers. And the flexibility of the fully outsourced system allows Eastern Colorado Bank to find ways to automate tasks through technology, such as automatically placing deposit documents into their cold storage, and changing all branches to order centers where they can take action on wires, debit cards, and other customer service activities. Freed from having to deal with the network, management had time to put a big push on rolling out mobile remote deposit as a way to better serve customers. Today, over 3% of their deposit transactions come through this customer-convenient, cost-effective self-service system. So if we look at how Eastern Colorado is doing their technology strategy, we see that they are focused on getting out of the server room and back in front of their customers. They're using mobile tools to empower self-service options for their customers, as well as give staff more time to create meaningful experiences when customers walk through the door. There seems to be a lot of exciting things going on at your bank, Megan, and we applaud everything that you're doing. Thank you for sharing your story. Congratulations on this well-deserved award. Thank you, Megan. Thanks, Mike. Thank you, Megan. I'm all thumbs, and so far I've carried 3 pieces of glass today. So I'm waiting to see if I can get through one more piece of glass. If you look at our first 2 recipients, you'll notice something similar about their approach, their desire to do something new, to change their strategy in an effort to be better at what they do. And our third and final Seeing Business Different recipient is no different. However, this bank turned their focus to that all-important issue of compliance. At this time, I'd like to invite Lorraine Brissel, Mark Holmes, and Michelle Kuhn from Cornerstone Bank to join me up here, please. We're all keenly aware that risk management and regulatory compliance demand too many resources. As Mr. Pallas noted earlier, nearly 50% of the banks surveyed said they had not launched a product due to compliance concerns. That's really unbelievable. We have to do something to make risk management easier, and that's exactly what Cornerstone did. Like many financial institutions, the bank was using a risk management system built on spreadsheets, and they realized that was ineffective in helping achieve their goals. Good morning, Lorraine. Nice to see you. Watch that thing, it'll trip you if you're not careful. So what did they do to try to make this better? The bank established an ERM team that included representatives from all levels of the bank. Then they began to search for an ERM solution for that team. That's when I believe you saw a presentation by Joe Wheeler, who's a member of CSI's compliance group, and he was presenting at a conference. That encounter led to Cornerstone being a beta tester for CSI's Smart Risk IQ, which is our ERM platform. Since that time, Cornerstone has been an active user of the platform, and they've really helped us develop and shape that product. What's more, they have demonstrated their commitment to building an ERM framework that's inclusive in your entire organization, including the board of directors. To that end, Cornerstone now has an ERM program that has changed its company culture. The 8-person ERM team represents employees from across the bank in various positions, and each has ownership in the bank's risk posture. According to you, Lorraine, and I'm quoting now, as Cornerstone considers new products or services, our team members are thinking, what are the risks? How do we mitigate those risks? And is it consistent with our strategy? That is pretty powerful. You folks have managed to tie strategy and risk together, and that's essential for any business to succeed in today's heavily regulated environment. So please help me congratulate Cornerstone Bank for seeing business differently by seeing risk management in an all-new light. Thank you for sharing your story, and thank you for helping us develop Smart Risk IQ. You stay right there, I'll bring you something. Thank you. Let's move over here a little bit, Lorraine. Right there. That gentleman wants your picture. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Lorraine. So there you have the 2015 CM Business Different Award recipients. Let's give them another round of applause. Again, our purpose is to connect you with ideas and strategies that can positively affect your business. Use the next 2 days as your opportunity to find ways that you can see business differently. And then we'll hope that you'll submit that and you'll be up here next year sharing your story with everyone on how your institution is driving change and succeeding. Thank you for your time this morning. Thank you for being in Nashville. And please enjoy the rest of your conference.